Questions and comments? Question commentaire. The member Selkirk and Lake Eastman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And you know, it's just listening to the member from Winnipeg North get up here every time and trying to cover up Liberal corruption and this scandal is just sickening. Now, I want to thank the member from Battle River Crowfoot for his articulation on this to show and actually lay out that this all started with Navdeep Bains when he was the Minister of Industry, appointing Liberal cronies that then were able to line their pockets with taxpayer money while the current Minister of Industry turned a blind eye, willfully turned a blind eye, and also looks like may have actually enriched the value of shares of the Minister from the Environment, who has stakes in one of the companies that benefited from all this Liberal largesse and corruption. One of the whistleblowers that they heard at testimony says, I think that the current government is more interested in protecting themselves and protecting the situation being a public nightmare, and they'd rather protect wrongdoers and financial mismanagement than have to deal with a situation like this SDTC and the public sphere. Mr. Speaker, my question to my colleague is, is that actually the definition of Liberal cover-ups and Liberal corruption?
Great question.
Gentleman for Battle River Crowfoot.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And I appreciate the question posed to my friend from Manitoba, who understands very well and has rightfully pointed out how that member from Winnipeg in his province is covering up the corruption. Because, Mr. Speaker, what we have here is not conservative accusations, but the fact that the Auditor General, an independent officer of Parliament, has found egregious mismanagement to the tune of $390 million worth of contracts given inappropriately. This was not Conservatives that did the audit. Conservatives have demanded that the audit be done because we saw the inconsistencies and we saw how the chair of the fund was getting these contracts and whatnot, so we called in the auditors. Now, the good thing about the Auditor General, Mr. Speaker, is it takes politics out of it. Now, the Liberals may not like what the auditor found, but the fact is the Auditor General found that to the tune of $390 million, there was money that was mismanaged, went to these Liberal insiders. And in the testimony of whistleblowers, Mr. Speaker, things like saying that made it evidently clear that there was activities that would not pass the smell test, went on to say that the Auditor General surely would find that this mismanagement was true. And, Mr. Speaker, there was one whistleblower that suggested that it was a sponsorship scandal era type of scandals, and that certainly when it comes to mismanagement, that this one Auditor General, I would just like to quote this whistleblower that told the Public Accounts Committee, and I quote, "Just as I was always confident that the Auditor General would confirm the financial mismanagement at SDTC, I remain equally confident that the RCMP will substantiate the criminal activities that occurred within the organization," end quote. Mr. Speaker, those are not my words. Those are the words of a whistleblower from within SDTC. That's what the Liberals are trying to cover up.
Reprise du débat.